Oh, welcome to Eagle Eye Network. Game is St. Huberts versus Conwell-Egan field hockey. As we are 12 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, we had some technical difficulties. Conwell has it in Hubert's territory. Shoots on goal. Blocked by Hubert. Hubert hits it, and it goes out of bounds. Make sure you mute it. Hubert passes it. Gets to the Hubert defender, number 29, 32 has it. Conwell-Egan gains possession. She loses almost immediately. They're passing it around, still in Hubert territory. Conwell gains possession. It's back to Hubert. Hubert pushing it out of their territory with a pass before Conwell regains. She misses the hit. Hubert passes it, moving it forward at the halfway point for Conwell regains with the defender, number 35. Conwell pushes into Hubert territory. On the outskirts, Hubert blocks and Conwell passing it into the territory. Hubert defender has it. I don't want to track and take photos of this. Conwell has possession near Hubert's goal. Hubert pushes it up forward. Conwell retains in Hubert territory. Defender pushes it forward. Back into deep Hubert territory. She's 1-on-1 with the net, and it is a good. Conwell-Egan goes up 1-0 in the first quarter after an impressive drive. Ethan, what do you think of that?
Yeah, that was a nice goal right there. It's really good to get ahead early in the game, and hopefully they can keep this momentum going throughout the whole game.
I agree. As the ball is back into Conwell territory, she pushes it forward. It goes through the Conwell defender, stays in bounds. She moves it forward into Hubert territory. Hubert defender recoups it. Conwell pushing it deep into Hubert territory. She shoots and it is not good. Blocked by the goalie.
Hello. Matt, I'm up in the broadcasting booth.
Conwell has it. She passes it forward. Hubert moving it forward before Conwell grabs it. Hubert has it. And time stoppages again. Conwell pushing into Hubert territory. Hubert passes it, and it goes immediately out of bounds. Just a mishap by that Hubert defender overshooting her teammate. Conwell-Egan passes inside, goes past the legs of a Hubert defender and out of bounds again. Hubert defenders pushing into Conwell's territory. Conwell knocks it out of bounds.
Come on, Blue. Come on, Blue.
Some parents chirping as Conwell-Egan gains it back in their territory. Huberts retains. Ball is still in Conwell territory. Conwell pushes it forward to the midpoint into Hubert territory for losing possession of it. Ball at the midpoint with Hubert possession. Number 3 passes it forward into Hubert territory. And that ball is almost out of bounds, but it's safe, and it goes out of bounds. I spoke too soon. Ball is knocked inside to a Conwell defender. Hubert gains possession of it. Conwell pushing deep into Hubert's territory. Seems to be a defensive one-on-one going on out there as she shoots it in to her teammate, and it is missed. Recovered by Conwell offender, and it goes behind the net. Conwell pushing deep, and it is time stoppage called. Conwell knocks it inside, and it goes behind the net again. Now, Ethan, do you think Conwell's aggression and persistence in keeping the ball in Hubert's territory will benefit them, or do you think it will harm them by opening holes in their defense?
No, I think it would definitely benefit them, especially keeping the ball on Hubert's side. It makes for more opportunities to score.
Well said. Conwell keeps possession in Hubert's territory, pushes it forward, shoots, and it is good. 2-0 Conwell in the first quarter. What an impressive start Conwell has so far. Ethan, what do you think?
I think that this is really good for Conwell-Egan, especially for being in the first quarter of the game, already up 2-0. So they're gonna start getting momentum, which will lead to more goals for Conwell-Egan. PK,
Conwell has possession at the midway point as they push it into Hubert's territory on the outer rim of the left side. Passes it inside. Number 4 making a push. She shoots and it is blocked by the goalie. Hubert's recovery. Another time stop. Conwell-Egan has it in Hubert territory. Number 4 shoots, and it is good. That is the second goal for number 4 and the third of the quarter. What a way to start the game, huh, Ethan?
yeah, really good for Conwell-Egan right there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Conwell-Egan pushing it inside to Hubert territory. Passes it inside. Number 11 has the ball. Passes it. Recovered by number 14 of Conwell-Egan. Number 4 shoots, and it is not good. It goes behind the net. Huberts passes it forward. Conwell grabs possession of it. As the ball almost goes out, it goes out of bounds. Conwell has possession in Hubert territory. Number 4 shoots, and it is good. Her third goal of the quarter. Just how impressive do you think that is? Just 4 goals in a quarter by a team, 3 by one girl. How do you think that boosts morality?
Yeah, that's very impressive right there. Conwell-Egan with the momentum. They're definitely, I feel like they are going to carry it throughout this game, and it's going to be a blowout.
I concur. 2-1. As Conwell pushes it deep into Hubert territory for a lot for this game. They've been keeping the ball in Hubert territory. Hubert defenders are scrambling, trying to get the ball out of their territory. Conwell just keeping it in there. And that is the end of the first quarter. Conwell-Egan 4, St. Huberts nothing. Now, Ethan Marriott, I know I've talked to you a lot during this broadcast, but I have finally one more question for you. What do you think of the game so far? Do you think Huberts has a chance of coming back? Do you think Conwell's going to continue with their momentum and keep, quite frankly, pounding Hubert in their own territory? Just, speak it to me, wise man.
So Hubert could come back, but it's definitely a small chance, especially with Conwell-Egan, all that momentum, 4 goals in the first quarter. They're definitely going to be taking that throughout the rest of this game. And me personally, I think it's going to be a blowout.
Same here. We'll be back with you in a minute 30 when the second quarter happens. All right. Now, as the game resumes in the second quarter, Hubert has the ball at midpoint, down 4-0, and a time stoppage is immediately called. Hubert passes it. Conwell-Egan retains, pushing it forward. Egan into Hubert territory. And Hubert gets a free hit. Ball goes out of bounds. Hubert passes interior. Conwell grabs it, and the ball is pushed deep into Hubert territory. Hubert defenders trying their best, but Conwell pushing towards the goal. And it is a free shot on net for Conwell-Egan. Shoots, and it is not good. Hubert passes it interior. Hubert on the outside, pushing into Conwell territory. At the midpoint, Conwell slowly creeping into Hubert territory as they make a full push inside. Hubert grabs the ball and pushes it to the outside, hopefully trying to get the ball out of their territory for a long time in a while. Ball in Conwell territory before getting pushed back out to the midpoint. Back into Hubert territory. Hubert has the ball, and Conwell pushing towards and into Hubert territory. Conwell now deep into Hubert territory. Tries to get it past the defender, and the goalie comes in and blocks it. That ball goes behind the net. Conwell-Egan pushing deep into Hubert territory, and Hubert gains a free hit on the ball. Conwell-Egan pushing deep into Hubert territory. Hubert's defender blocks it. And Conwell-Egan gets a free shot on net. Conwell passes it out and tries to take a shot towards the net. Conwell keeps possession in Hubert's territory, but Hubert trying to get it out to the midpoint before the ball gets knocked back deep into their territory. Conwell-Egan has it deep in Hubert territory. Hubert bounces it out of their territory. Conwell with the shot interior. And the ball goes behind the Conwell has it in Hubert territory. Hubert defenders. She shoots on net and is blocked. Bounce back out. She passes it inside, shoots again, and it is good. Another goal for Conwell-Egan, just raining it down upon Hubert. Ethan, do you think Hubert's struggles are trying to show?
Yeah, they definitely are starting to show, especially with letting up their fifth goal in only the first half. Maybe they might be able to turn things around. I don't really think so, though.
Yeah, it seems like they've got No really showing of wanting to turn it around. They're not hustling out there, in my personal opinion. That's it back out to her teammate, shoots it, and that is deep into Conwell territory, but no Huberts players to capitalize on it. The whistle is blown. Number 16 on Hubert, emoting there a little bit, despite being down 5-0. I don't quite get that. Ethan, maybe you can explain it to me?
No, and I have nothing for you.
Okay. Was just testing the waters. And a Hubert player is tripped and seemingly injured before getting right back up. I hope number 16 is okay because she does not seem happy with herself and she does not seem in good health, but it seems like she's laughing it off. So that's good news. Hubert pushing it deep into Conwell territory, trying their best to put up something on the board, but they're getting a good attempt at it right now because they are deep into Conwell territory and Conwell bounces it back out and the whistle is blown. Seems to be some form of screaming going on. Seems like Conwell's quite happy with how the game is going so far. That was Hubert. My apologies. Hubert was the one screaming, as my co-host has just informed me. It seems like Huberts is getting a free shot, per se. Bounced out. She shoots it, and it goes out of bounds behind the net. Hubert has it in Conwell territory. Conwell trying their best to keep the ball in bounds. Hubert has shown how bad it can go if the ball goes out of bounds in your territory as Conwell-Egan pushes it in, and the Huberts defenders just knock each other over. My apologies, some technical difficulties with the mic there, but we are back here and I'm back on the game. Conwell has it in Hubert territory. Hubert has it in their own territory, trying to get it out. Ball goes past the Conwell defender. Hubert has it. Conwell catches up within a matter of seconds, and Hubert still makes a good push forward into Conwell territory. Surrounded by Conwell defenders, passes it out, and the whistle is blown. That loud crash, everything is okay, but a chair fell over in the booth as my colleague is picking it up right now. Hubert has the ball in Conwell territory, and the whistle is blown again. Ethan, you got to ask yourself, how many times is there going to be a foul called in this game?
There's definitely been a lot. There's probably gonna be more to come. Very aggressive game. That makes it competitive.
5-0 screams competitive. Hubert has it in Conwell territory, getting interior, and it goes out of bounds. It seems as if a Hubert player knocked it out of bounds, so Conwell gets the ability to essentially clear the field and get the ball out of their own territory, passes it out to their own defender, passes it inside, moving it close to the midpoint for Hubert automatically. Keeps it in their territory. Hubert pushing forward, making a nice push, gets past the Conwell defender for immediately gets scooped by another Conwell defender. Conwell pushes it forward, hopefully out of their territory. And another whistle is blown. Ref has indicated that Conwell gets the ball. Conwell passes it past the midform into Hubert territory. So 1-on-2 with the defender, passes it out to her teammate. Number 13 loses the ball for a second before regaining it. Hubert trying their best to keep the ball away from their net, and another whistle is blown. Hubert turns it over to Conwell-Egan. Conwell pushing inside to Hubert's net. Hubert bounces it out, flicks it up. Conwell gains possession. Hubert trying their best to get the ball out of their territory. Another whistle is blown. Hubert's ball, she pushes it forward. Number 29 trying her best. And there is another whistle blown. It's back to Hubert. Hubert retains possession. Conwell moves it forward, and the defender of Hubert misses. That is it's a one-on-one with a defender and Conwell-Egan. They get the ball almost past the defender, and the whistle is blown. And the quarter is done. Conwell-Egan up 5-0. Ethan, you have any remarks on this game so far?
Well, it's kind of a blowout. Not really see much from Hubert's offense. Maybe that'll change in the second half. What do you think, Nolan?
I think Hubert's defense has definitely improved. They stopped Conwell from getting in deep into their territory as often as they probably wanted, but their offense, frankly, needs to wake up. We will be back with you in a couple of minutes. We're back here, and it is the second half in the third quarter of the Conwell-Egan Hubert game. Conwell up 5-0 is just a simple reminder. With the clouds, it looks like there's going to be some rain as Conwell tips off. Conwell already back into Hubert territory. Yeah, I feel some mist coming on, Ethan. How do you?
Yeah, a little bit of rain coming on.
Mm-hmm. Conwell deep into the territory. Hubert trying to get out of there, trying to make sure the ball doesn't get anywhere near their net. The defense has been pretty good starting off recently, but ball goes out of bounds. Hmm. To anybody who can't really prevalently see it, there is mist coming through the open window in the broadcast booth. It looks like there might be a start of some heavy rain. Hopefully not. But what a block by the Conwell striker trying to keep the ball in territory. She takes the ball from shoots. No good. But it's back to Conwell, back to Hubert, back to Conwell. Conwell keeps possession in the opposing team's territory. Pushes it forward. Hubert passes it, gets it back to Conwell by accident. That's a shot and it goes out of bounds. You know Hubert's happy about that. Oh, what a miss by Hubert's defender trying to get the ball out of their territory. Conwell-Egan recovers it. Ball is right near net, and the goalie knocks it out. I'm not sure if she meant to do that or not, but it seems to have gone their way. My co-host just showed me the weather broadcast, and it seems like there is a storm coming our way, but not within the next hour or so. So this game will hopefully be ended by the time that rain comes through. Never mind, I misread. The rain is projected to hit us in 20 minutes. Hope these folks in the attendance have brought some umbrellas. Conwell-Egan in territory near the net. Defenders are scrambling to get it out of their territory and far away as their net as possible. Pushing it up to midfield. Hubert gained possession, pushes it past the midpoint, but right into a Conwell defender, number 35. Number 1 grabs it. Hubert misses the swing. Conwell is just... Ethan, do you think that Conwell's constant aggression is keeping Huberts on their toes or knocking them off balance?
I think it's definitely knocking them off balance, and the score definitely shows that.
Hmm. Well said. And the whistle is blown, and it's Hubert's ball. She misses her first time swing, and it goes to a Hubert defender at midfield. Moves it into Conwell territory. St. Huberts has the ball in deep into Conwell territory. Conwell trying to get the ball out of there. Some interesting noises coming from the field. You wonder if frustration is starting to show. My apologies for the stutter. You wonder if frustration is starting to show in Hubert's voices and how they're treating their teammates. Not too long ago, it seemed as if when your team is losing, you seem to quickly spiral out. You get snippy with your teammates. Ethan, you know a lot about that as a baseball player.
Yeah.
Conwell territory. Conwell has it, pushing it forward. And the ball goes not out of bounds. Conwell keeps it in bounds. Hubert's ball as the whistle is blown and missed first swing. Could have been a fake out. Well, folks, it's starting to rain, so to protect the equipment, we're going to move the camera inside. We're going to keep the camera on, but you're just going to have to watch through the window. We will do it after the next time stoppage, which is right now. We apologize for the poor camera angle. We're just trying to protect our equipment as best we can. Conwell-Egan moving back into territory, and it is almost knocked out of bounds, but Conwell-Egan saves deep into their territory, but Conwell doesn't have a defender, and they have it in there. Conwell has a striker near the goal. The camera is now moved inside. We should have no further technical difficulties with the camera as the game resumes. Hubert passes it forward. Hubert has it in their own territory, but Conwell still applying the pressure, still trying their best to surprise Hubert and knock them off their toes like they did in that first quarter. Ball is right on the edge. Conwell pushes it forward, and the whistle is blown as it is Hubert's ball. No, my apologies. It is Conwell's ball. Ford shoots it and passes it inside. Hubert retains. The ball is in there. Shot, and it is good.
Is this the dagger?
You gotta wonder, is that the dagger that ends Hubert's hopes? As my colleague once asked right there. But you gotta wonder, with the rain coming down, do you think that maybe Conwell's affected by the rain more than Hubert, or what do you think? What do you think is gonna happen with this rain element now that it's visibly pouring?
I think that they're gonna start slipping more, so maybe more like swing and misses and less offense.
Hmm. Well said. But do you think that the 6-0 and the rain combo is going to get to Hubert at all?
Yeah, I do think it will. It might get to the point where they might just put their backups in.
as Conwell pushes forward into Hubert territory. Wow, it is 4-on-2. She shoots. It is good. Her fourth goal of the game, or I apologize, it's a different player. But number 4, what a great shot on goal. Conwell-Egan goes up 7-0, and they're showing the continuance of dominance in this game. Ethan, what do you think happened there? Speak it to me.
I think right there it was too many Conwell-Egan offenders versus uh not enough defenders right there, and they just got overwhelmed.
Hmm. Camera isn't showing it very well, and I don't think the audio is picking up, but it is downpouring right now. Like, truly. Ethan, aren't you super happy that we got this camera inside?
Oh, I'm very happy, Russ. This camera right here would have cost us a fortune.
Hmm.
With about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock.
Ethan, I know I haven't done much play-by-play in the last minute because I've been asking you questions, but I'm just trying to get your introspective here. So, how do you think Conwell is going to continually play? Do you think they're going to keep the pressure up and hopefully score more, go into the double digits potentially, or do you think they're going to play conservative defensively,
I think they're definitely just going to play more offensive.
more
Uh,
offensive?
yeah,
Hmm.
try to score more goals.
Interesting take. I agree with it though. I think Conwell-Egan, as a sports organization, Conwell-Egan across all sports, when they're up, they just keep the pedal to the metal. But that's exactly what they're doing here. Is they're not trying to drop anybody back. They're keeping their strikers up and their defenders back. It's as simple as that. Hubert has it in their own territory right now, just trying to get it to the midpoint. About 2 minutes on the clock in the third quarter. It is pouring rain, and Conwell's up 7-0. It is Conwell-Egan's ball in Hubert territory. Conwell trying their hardest to keep the pressure on to Hubert. Time stoppage. There is 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, Ethan, as the fourth quarter is approaching, the saying goes, pressure makes diamonds. Do you think that Hubert has a chance to become a diamond, a shining diamond, and maybe put up 8 in one quarter? Do you think there's anything possibility there?
There is a possibility, but it's a very small possibility.
Hmm.
Especially with Conwell-Egan having all the momentum, which is what they've had throughout this game.
Conwell-Egan in the deep into they shoot, and it is no good. It goes behind the net.
Huber not really helping out their goalie throughout this game so far.
No, the Hubert defenders have not done a lot to help their goalie. But when given the opportunity to actually defend, The goalie has shown up. And that is the end of the third quarter. Conwell-Egan up 7-zip. It is pouring rain outside. And you think with 2 minutes left before the fourth quarter, do you think Hubert's feeling a little bit defeated? Do you think the rain and the score is maybe knocking them down, making them feel a little bit more upset than what it would have been if it wasn't, raining?
I really don't think it makes a change, or it doesn't really change, especially because just look at the score.
And we are back here entering the fourth quarter, 15 minutes on the clock. 15 minutes for Hubert to save this game and for Conwell to keep the lead. Conwell-Egan passes it, keeping it in their own territory. Conwell pushing forward into Hubert territory, but they are barely on the inside as they move it interior. And that is a free shot on net, and she fumbles it. There was nobody but her and the goalie, and that is, they're just trying to shoot on net as quickly as possible, and it is in there. Conwell-Egan with their 8th goal of the game. 8th goal in what is essentially 3 quarters. Wow. Conwell, as I said, is just pouring it on.
Just like the rain.
Mm-hmm. If you're Conwell-Egan, you're up 8-0. It's pouring rain. Hubert is defeated. Do you pull your starters to keep a injury concern from happening?
Yeah, I definitely would do that, especially in a blowout game like this one.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't seem like Conwell's coach cares very much, as she clearly has no intention of doing that. Conwell-Egan moving into Hubert territory. Passes it near the net. Passes it right near the net. Shoots it, and it goes out behind the net. With that missed attempt, it just seems like Conwell doesn't really care about the score, and they just want to keep laying it on. Honestly, you gotta respect it. You think maybe they're trying to go for a double-digit win here, Ethan?
Maybe, especially if they're not pulling their starters this late in a blowout game.
And the ball goes behind the net. My goodness, it is raining hard out there. Even the people with umbrellas are getting soaked. I can see one to my right. You got to feel for them, Ethan. We are here in this nice cushy booth, and they're out there watching their kids with umbrellas.
Definitely gotta feel it for him.
Hmm. Quite frankly, I don't know why they don't just delay the game at this point. It is pouring rain. I mean, truly pouring.
At the same time, it's also the fourth quarter.
Correct.
Just trying to finish it out, unless they have to stop the game.
Now, I think the only way that they will ever stop this game is if there is thunder. And at that point, Ethan, do you think if there's thunder and the game stops, do you think there's any point in even restarting the game? Not restarting, my apologies, just unpausing the game, especially with Conwell up as big a lead as they are?
No, there's no point. There's no way Hubert comes back with only 11 minutes left in the game, down 8-0.
One of my co-hosts has just informed me that he heard lightning. So, unfortunately, that might mean the game might have to go on pause shortly. And we are back here as they're just trying to finish up this game. There is 9 minutes and 20 seconds left. Conwell-Egan up 8-zip. Huberts just trying their hardest not to let Conwell extend the lead. Ethan, you're a baseball player. You've had your fair share of blowouts. I know it's two different sports, but what would you do in this instance?
Well, it depends if you're blowing out the team or the team being blown out.
Hmm. Let's put you in Conwell's shoes. What do you do?
I know I would put in my backups. It's raining. Probably just trying to finish the game, so I'll put in my backups, let them get a few reps.
Hmm.
Yeah, just like that.
Ball goes behind the net. The rain has slowed down a little bit, or I might just be mistaken. My co-host just checked. Was I mistaken?
No, it's still raining a little bit, but it ain't as hard as it was before.
Thank you very much.
And that has been your weather report.
The ball almost goes out of bounds, saved by a Hubert defender. Conwell-Egan pushing back into Hubert territory. Conwell-Egan moving in for a shot on goal, blocked. Bouncing it back out, hoping to regain some form of a spread defense of Hubert. Shot is no good. It goes behind the net. As we are back here again, it's Conwell-Egan having possession in Huberts' territory. Ethan, what did you have for lunch today?
I had a chicken sandwich and fries today. Nolan, how about you?
I had a, custom wrap. Great, great thing. It's only $5. We're back here, and Conwell-Egan has a free shot on net. It is blocked by the defender and kicked out by the goalie. Conwell-Egan has essentially a free shot on net with the Hubert defenders pushed all the way back. She fumbles it a little bit, and the whistle is called. Hubert's ball. She misses the smack again and again. You got to blame the rain for that one. It's Hubert's ball. Wow, what a slap shot up the middle, getting the ball away from their territory, only for Conwell to immediately put it back in. When a ball, Ethan, when the ball is consistently in the territory of the opposing team, at what point do you think they're going to consider putting up a more defensive approach as the ball is almost shot into net and one of Conwell's strikers were tripped and fell over? But going back, at what point do you think they take an extreme defensive approach and try to condense it to one part of the field instead of spreading out the defenders?
Before the score got to 8-0. That's when I would have done it. How about you, Nolan?
Personally, and that is another goal for Conwell-Egan. I don't know what else to say other than wow. Conwell-Egan just doesn't seem to have any apologies for Hubert. They frankly don't care. 9-0. They just haven't stopped raining it on. Honestly, kind of satisfying. What about you? It's oddly satisfying seeing a blowout for the team that you're rooting for. We are obviously Conwell-Egan broadcasters. It's satisfying. What do you think?
You definitely get to see one of our teams winning by a blowout. Especially playing baseball myself, you know, watching varsity or watching JV, depending on what team I'm on, get a blowout win feels nice.
As Conwell pushes it into Hubert territory. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. 3 minutes left in the game. Down 9. Do you think Hubert can do it?
No.
An honest, very honest answer from my co-host, Mr. Ethan Marriott. Ethan J. Marriott. And that ball is out of bounds. 2:45 left on the clock.
So Nolan, if you were Conwell-Egan right here, would you try to run out the clock?
I'd bench all my starters and minimize the risk of injury. I played soccer up until the 8th grade, so I know what it's like to play on a slippery field. And trust me, it's not good for your ankles. So I can't imagine how it is for a sport that allows a lot more physicality. So I would try to minimize injury risk by pulling all my starters.
And
But
you,
my
and
apologies.
And do you think Conwell-Egan will get to double digits as they're at 9 right now with 2 minutes left on the clock?
Um, honestly, yes. They have kept the ball in Hubert's territory for majority of this game. Hubert has had it in Conwell territory maybe 5 times throughout the entire game, which is less of a testament to Hubert and more of a testament to how good Conwell-Egan is. Um, just truly impressive how they've been able to keep the pressure on. But there's a minute 30 left on the clock. The ball goes out of bounds in Hubert territory. And that is another goal from Conwell-Egan. My prediction came true. It is 10-0 Egan. Ethan, I know I've spoken to you a lot during this broadcast, but I have to ask, how how do you feel? How do you think Hubert feels just continuously getting points rained upon them?
Definitely defeated.
Hmm. Well put. But as a baseball player, if you got 10 hunged on you, how would you feel?
Yeah, I definitely feel defeated. Coach is definitely making me run after the game, and I just try to be better for next time.
Mm. Okay, well, there is a whopping 15 seconds left in the game, but I'm going to do my closing remarks now. This was Eagle Eye Network. This was St. Hubert's versus Conwell-Egan. I was here with my co-host, Ethan Marriott, who was also on camera. And the game